Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the NECA Back to the Future Ultimate Doc Brown figure. Now this figure was originally I think supposed to be released with like the previous NECA Back to the Future figures, but they actually had to delay this one to actually get it right or something like that from what I was hearing. But I am definitely excited about having this figure, Now, of course, this is based on now it's based on the original Back to the Future, but it's based on Doc Brown from Back to the Future, like trilogy. And I recently picked up the trilogy right here on Blu-ray, this 35th anniversary version. I just recently picked this up on Blu-ray because it also came with like a whole board too. Because it had been a while since I had watched them, 'cause I used to have these like on video, So yeah, I'm going to get into this right now. As you can see, this is the box that contains the figure. It has like images from, I guess you could say some of the accessories or items that Doc Brown has. It does say Ultimate Doc Brown right there on the side. Even on the other side, there's images of like the figure on the back too, and the accessories that he has. There's also a read-up too on it. It says Ultimate Doc Brown. Marty McFly and Doc Brown experience the adventure of a lifetime in an unlikely time machine as they travel to the past, present, and future, setting off a time-shattering chain reaction that disrupts the time-space continuum. Now, this also says that it includes the do not open envelope, flux capacitor drawing, wrench, goggles, blueprint, and interchangeable head and hands. Then it shows the other figures that are available in this series too, because they have revealed that it's going to be another Marty McFly figure too as well, but these are the other ones that are available in the other set. And then you can also open this up and you can see like the figure on the inside with his like accessories, and they have this awesome like shot of Doc Brown right here too. So I'm going to open this on up. Now this right here is the background diorama, which is Doc Brown's like house, but they also have like this other accessory which has like the blueprint and the envelope, like do not open envelope, and the flux capacitor design. So I'm gonna just check this on out, because they had a tape. What mine was, it was actually taped to this diorama of Doc Brown's house. So this is the accessory thing, which I'll talk about later. As you can see, there's the NECA Ultimate Doc Brown figure. I have him on the stand too, so I'm gonna measure him right now. And he's like over 7 inches. Looks like he's almost about 8. Almost like in height. But I have him on the stand too though. So what I do first is talk about the actual likeness and the articulation of the figure. Now, I already believe this is quite possibly, if not the best head sculpt to an actor that I have ever seen from like NECA, or one of the best that I have, The likeness to Christopher Lloyd is just unbelievable on this figure. It really does look like him. He even has like those features that he does have, like he has like that bump or that mole right there on his face. That's even on his face too as well. Right down there, his right eye. He has a band-aid on his head too. His eyes are even glossy too. I noticed that. That's cool. But the face sculpt and the likeness to Christopher Lloyd is just unbelievable on that. Oh, this figure, it really does look awesome. I really do believe this is one of the best I have ever seen, like facial sculpts with likeness to an actor from like NECA. And these right here are his clothes that he has on, because you can kind of open this up. It's like plastic still though. He even has like a cut right there on his pant leg too, which I forgot about. I think this is nicely done, detailed, The head can turn left, right. He can look up. It's not too much, but it's limited. And he can look down too as well. He does seem to be kind of stiff, I know. It's like in the arm. Probably gotta loosen it up, but it does like go up. I don't want to force it too much. But he does seem to be kind of stiff in the arm. Even this arm, but it does bend. He does have like a bend like in the elbow. You can do the split. Leg can go up too. I noticed this one is kind of like, it's real tight. I don't want to force too much, but he does have a bend like in the knee. I'm gonna try this other leg and see. Yeah, even though it's kind of like tight, but he does have like a bend like in the knee too. Now he does stand too, but I'm just gonna probably keep mine like on the stand. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure. This is easily one of the best figures of the year in my opinion, from like NECA too. So I think they did a good job with this, and I really do be. This is quite possibly the best likeness to an actor I have ever seen. It really does look like Christopher Lloyd. Now I want to talk about the actual accessories that come with the NECA Ultimate Doc Brown figure. First one I want to talk about is this actual alternate head. And yet this is another one which has an unbelievable likeness. Look how good that sculpt is. It's like Christopher Lloyd. Great Scott! He even still has like the bump right there on his eye. Like the detail in that is just awesome. You can even see the cut up here on his head. But boy, that likeness to Christopher Lloyd is just unbelievable. NECA really did a good job on this, in my opinion. Now the next accessories that come with the Doc Brown figure is this blueprint and this letter and this flux capacitor. I think diagram. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the thing that he had drew after he bumped his head. He drew the image of the flux capacitor. So this here, as you can see, is the actual note that Marty had gave him. He said, "Did not open till 1985," which was warning him about being killed. Spoiler alert, you know, if you haven't seen the film. I think that's nicely detailed. It's even like dirty and stuff like on the back. And that's pretty cool. Then this right here is like an image of the flux capacitor. Detail now is even awesome too. Then you have a blueprint of Doc's house too. Right here. I think I'm holding it right. This is like a blueprint. Next, Doc has two alternate hands. He has like a left and right hand, and they're like open like hands. I think these are holding like the letter or the blueprint, like the paper-based materials. But these also have like watches on them too, as you can see. Like this one here has like a reverse like watch. It's like it's flipped around the other way. Cause yeah, there it is right there, the actual watch. And then this one has a watch on the underside of his hand. And these are ungloved hands too, cause you know if you look at Doc, he has actually gloved hands on. Next, Doc has these goggles too. I think they're actually made for like the other head. But you probably can get them on this one too, I'm not really too sure. Then he also has the wrench too. This is sculpted very good. It looks weathered, you know, like rusty looking, like it's been used a lot. Now I just changed Doc Brown's head to his alternate head so I can put these goggles on. It's kind of tricky. I'm sure I ain't even got them on all the way like right, but that is how they will actually look, you know, if you have them on. And here's like the wrench in Doc's hand too. And just put it in there just to show that he does like, you know, hold it pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is actually compare the NECA Ultimate Doc Brown figure to some of the other NECA Back to the Future figures. This right here is the Marty McFly from Back to the Future one, which I know a lot of people have been complaining about Michael J. Fox like likeness. Like the likeness to him, they don't think it was that good. It's like, it's great though, you know. But even other people could have been better. But like the Christopher Lloyd likeness is just superb. Then also have the Back to the Future Part 2 Marty McFly figure too. I think this is still like an awesome series of figures too from NECA. I think they did a pretty good job on these. I think these are some of the best figures released this year, you know. And of course, I was another one that didn't really look too great. You can see this is the ultimate Biff figure. Now I believe it's between the Biff figure and the Doc Brown figure. Them are the ones that have the actual best likeness, like the actors that they are based on. They have like superb facial sculptures. You know, they look really like the actors that they are. You know, so I think them two are really the best of the set. I'm not too sure. I believe it is probably the Doc Brown figure. It's either the Doc Brown or the Biff one. You know, this has like the best facial likeness out of these, in my opinion. Awesome collection. And then I also have the DeLorean too as well. I know a lot of people wasn't too crazy about this car. They don't think it looks too great. I think it's a solid view. NECA also has another one that you can actually remote control. Cause I didn't even know about that. I actually was seeing videos on it. I didn't even know about that one, you know. But yeah, here's like the DeLorean too. That has the doors, you know, that open up and so on. That's the NECA Back to the Future Ultimate Doc Brown figure. I think this figure is awesome. This is easily one of the best figures of the year. And I kind of really believe out of all the figures that I have from my NECA, this could quite possibly be like the best facial likeness to actor that I have, or actress that I have ever seen. It really does look like Christopher Lloyd. The actual likeness to Christopher Lloyd is just superb on this figure. That has to be easily one of the best likenesses to an actor, like I said, or actress that I have ever seen before. Now you know this is based on Doc Emmett Brown from the Back to the Future trilogy, which I said that I recently had picked up on a Blu-ray right here, because this also came with the a hoverboard too. I recently had picked this up because it's celebrating like the 35th anniversary of the trilogy. You know, I did get to see Back to the Future Part 2 like in the theaters, like back in 1989 its original release. But like the other ones I saw like on video, like the first one and the third one, you know. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure, and this is probably like the best of the, from my opinion, of the Back to the Future figures that we have so far. You know, I think the Biff one had like a good likeness too as well, you know. But of course, like a lot of them are saying, like the Michael J. Fox one, I don't think they really look like Michael J. Fox that much, you know. But it's a solid like figure. But yeah, I think this is awesome. Now I would definitely recommend picking this one up, and this should be available now, I think, like online. And I think it'll probably eventually like a Target, I'm sure too as well. So I would definitely recommend picking this up. This is the NECA Back to the Future Ultimate Doc Brown figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.